Age of Industrialization. The Second Industrial Revolution was a movement in the US and England of the 19th century when technological progress was quick and many advances in various areas were made. But there were also many safety breaches for the workers. Here we've got some of the important events of the Second Industrial Revolution. The telegraph was patented by Samuel Morse. He was also the one who invented the Morse code. The Morse code was used to transmit messages to faraway places using the telegraph. The Bessemer process also was invented in the Industrial Revolution, just a bit after the telegraph. It made it easier to build stuff out of iron. Some high buildings that we have today are there just because the Bessemer process was invented. So thank you, Bessemer. The Transcontinental Railroad was started and finished during the Second Industrial Revolution, and it was very important to create jobs at the time and make industrial expansion to the west of the United States. The Triangle Shirtwaist Fire also happened during the Second Industrial Revolution. It was more recent. There's more info about it in a video I'll put in the link here. Though it was very tragic, it paved the way for better working conditions for workers in industries. And also, the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire was caused simply because the rest of a cigarette thrown in the wrong place. The television, I'm sure we'll have one, was invented during the Second Industrial Revolution too. The first television, it transmitted a still image through wireless, was Charles Francis Jenkins. He was born in 1867 and died in 1934. He created this. That was the first television ever. And here we've got a timeline of most televisions that were created. There's this first television I already explained. The second television was created by Philo Farnsworth, and it was completely electronic. It basically transmitted a straight line, but it was considered the first electronic television. The first colored television, this guy Baird, he created the first colored television and many other televisions. In the 1990s, the first digital television was created. DTVs are way better than the analog. They have more channels, higher definition of images, audio. They can receive signals from longer distances without loss of quality. So analog televisions are way worse than DTVs. And also, the first patent of a smart TV was filed in 1994. The smart TVs are TVs that can access the internet, just like you do with your phone. When you Google something, you can do that in smart TVs too. And also, there is another model. It's not mentioned here in my timeline, but the 3D television was also invented after the smart TV. The 3D television, basically you use those 3D glasses, but they didn't get very popular, so today we don't use many, but they were invented. The television was invented to make it easier to transmit important information to far places, and today TVs got cheaper and it started to be also used for entertainment purposes. The telegraph and the telephone were previous inventions that paved the way to the television because they could also transmit messages over wireless. The TV was only the first to transmit images. Well, and I've got some maps here to show about the Industrial Revolution. One of them shows the total population of the US over the years. After the building of the Transcontinental Railroad, there is a notable increase in the population. The darker the color of the state, the more people inhabit the state. It's pretty intuitive. The other map shows the route of the Transcontinental Railroad. The part that was built by Western workers is a red line, while the eastern part of it is a dark shade of blue. That's it.